Okay. Hey, hi. It's been a while. What's up, people watching from the YouTubes? I'm back. I've been busy, super busy, and I've been lollygagging, and I've been procrastinating, and I'm like, I need to get something done. So here we are. Explain more once we jump in. Welcome to a game about digging a hole. What's the game about? Digging a hole. Wanna check this out, see what this was about. So let's hop to it. Boom. Hello there. 5, 10, 15, 23? 23 what? House for sale, only $10,000 with what? With gold treasure in the garden. Really? First of all, that's a really cheap house. Buy now and get rich. That's a really cheap house. I wouldn't believe that. I wouldn't. You're a fucking idiot. Super Mega Digger 3000. Ultimate 2.0. Detector set explodes when battery gets empty. Important information. Get it. Ooh. It's a nice looking house. I would just stay here. $10,000 just to stay here? In this economy? What? In this economy? Sell wars. Okay. ¿Qué es eso? Upgrades. Okay. Save game. No. Not right now. 5, 5, 6. Okay, let's get started then. Where do we push it? Where shall we dig? Show me the way. Dig. Oh. I guess we just dig. Stone. I actually didn't expect just digging. Die. What we do is we dig a staircase. So inventory full. Oh, I guess I still. Huh? Cool. Ah. Okay. So where have I been? I've been busy. I'm working. And I'm got nothing but work. I don't come home till 7. I'm super tired. Cool. Nice. So that's that. I was on vacation and I was like, cool, I'm gonna record. And I got super tired and lazy. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try to record 2 episodes. I was gonna record this game and then Poppy Playtime. And I didn't get a chance to do it because it was like, if I do them, I gotta what do I gotta do? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I gotta do our episodes, and I'm like, I can do that, but I was like procrastinating, and I was like, I'll do it later. And they later came, and I was like, dang, it's midnight. Like right now, I was like, I gotta record it as soon as I get home, because I'm like, can't leave you guys without no videos. And then all of a sudden it's midnight, and I'm like, dang. So I can't. I was gonna play Playtime first because it's like one of the main games on the channel, which is doing really good, by the way. Thank you. But I guess I'll just play this one since it's not a horror game. So that's where I've been. Okay. Let's go ahead and upgrade the shovel. Bigger shovel. More dig. Go down the hill. It's actually really relaxing. I like this. This is a relaxing episode. No crazy thing going on. Huh. $9. Nice. We go inventory so we can put more stuff. I guess while we're here, just digging a hole, just together. Tell you who I am about me. This is literally digging. Oh wow, I didn't actually expect that. I don't got much to say. Other than fun facts. Did you know Kellogg made... Oh, shoot. I got distracted. Did you know Kellogg made Kellogg's cornflakes because he did not want people masturbating? I found that out. I thought that was an interesting fact, and I was like, no way. Imagine that. I hate that. I'm gonna make cereal to prevent that. I find that pretty hilarious. I found that funny. Where did I learn that from? The great old wise Markiplier. Battery low, battery low, battery low. Okay. Yep. But in other news, the VTubing news. I don't watch that much, but I am on Twitter a lot and I hear all the news. I've seen the recent drama behind certain VTuber, and I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy because it's crazy was in this industry. A lot of people who are in this industry are like assholes. Oh, to best describe it, and that's how it's became. There's less and less people who generally go on YouTube to be genuine, to make, like, right now, like, I guess you could say that right now I treat this as a hobby. I'm not on here too often. I'm not stressing out about scheduling, about like I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'm more like I gotta go to work, gotta do my job over there, I gotta do a good job, and then do my 8 to 5 and then head out. I'm doing this for fun, because it's like, I've seen a lot of people. I enjoyed video games. Video games got me out of a dark place, and like, I enjoy this. Why not do this? Record my thoughts, and people find it entertaining and funny, and like, and feel like, hey, I'd rather have this guy in the background, listen to him and get me out of this dark area I'm in, like I was. Then cool, by all means, do what you want. It's at the end of the day, we're all here to have fun, enjoy ourselves, and I'm not in the proper like environment to be recording in a vastly large area. I do get stories though from my job. Boom. As well, I guess it's time to let you guys know who I am. But that is Aliath, and my real job outside of this, I am a dent technician. I fix dents. Ah, fuck. That's what I do. I fix dents. And I used to travel for my company that I currently work for. And that's because they picked a handheld team and like, hey, we like your work, kid. Come and come and shoot, come and work with us and open stores with us. I was like, cool. Obviously, they covered for hotels, cars, and meals. They gave me a company card, and I was like, cool. And it was entertaining at first. I was like, not considered, like, they told me, like, you go here, you do dents since we opened store, and we need someone to do them. And I was like, cool. I traveled with my tools. And then things started getting chaotic with the openings. We were a small team, it was a travel team. And they're like, we need you here, we need you there. We're telling multiple people, like, we want you here, here, here. And then it's like, well, you're having one person open 6 stores. Why is that? And they're like, because we're spread thin, because these guys went to open this store and all that. Our priority was, well, to them, their priority was open as many stores as they can. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna be here, being a dent technician. And then they're like, no, you're going to run stores. It's like, you guys don't pay me to run stores, so I'm not going to do that. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'm already running it anyways. And they didn't give me a title change. They said that they might change my title to do that. And I was like, cool. And then it was a shit show. Lots of bad things happened. Lots of accidents too. I will say that I have my fair share of stories of accidents. Of how we hire people and they're like, I know how to drive a car, and then crash. I'm like, oh great. We gotta deal with that now. I'm like, where do we find these people? This is bothering me. Stone. There you go. And then we opened as many as we can. Now it looks like it's time to fail. It's like, why am I not surprised? And then, yeah, that's basically much it. That's what I went through for when I first started traveling for them. Now let me tell you the stories I heard from within. My favorite story. I'm gonna start off with my favorite story from this one story we have in this specific state. I'm not gonna say because I don't know if I don't want people who worked with me and then they find out like I'm telling these stories online. So we had this one store and a very cold and isolated place near the mountains. I will say that. And then we had this guy, we're gonna call him Jim. Jim caught off a lot. He was like, gotta go, my wife needs this, I gotta go, I got something happened with the car, with my wife's car, and I gotta go get that fixed, blah blah blah. He caught off a lot of half days. And this one day he said that he wasn't feeling too good and that he was gonna call off. I'm not sure he's gonna make it in and all that. And then all of a sudden he shows up later on in the day. Like, I think I can work half a day and put in some hours because he wanted the hours. And you're like, cool. And then all of a sudden he comes running out. He's like, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I'm not feeling too good. And he was cupping his stomach and he was like, I gotta go. Okay. And then all of a sudden the store they went in. Everyone's panicking. Everyone's running around and you just hear whispers like, okay, check the cameras. You gotta check the cameras. See what happened. The manager in charge of that store walked in and he was like, hey, what happened? What's going on? Like, someone just shit in the hallway. It's like, no way. And then this manager calls one of our traveling members and it's like, hey, it's like someone shit in the hallway over the store we're at. It's like, okay, why are you calling me? Like, I think it's Jim. I think it was Jim. So this is allegedly, I think allegedly it was him. We don't know for sure. Well, I don't know for sure. I wasn't told if it was him for sure. And I have not gotten any Rockstars, but yeah, that happened. People, I think they checked the cameras. I think it was him, and they never told us. And it was like, okay, that's who we hired. But he hasn't shown up for work since. I think he's no longer employed with us, so we don't know if it was him. Why is there a big old wall here? What? It's so hard to get out. Okay. I guess we go downwards. We have the jetpack. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. That one was my favorite story. Because that was when I first started. I was like, no way. No way do we have an employee just shit in the hallway. That's one. The other one, there's other ones I heard. They had me be in charge of a store. One time in... We have many, so I'm gonna say it. We have many stores in Old Town, Florida. And I came from vacation one time to go and help open with that store with my boss and all that. And they're like, you're in charge of this other store that we opened while you were in vacation. You go run it while we go open the other store. It's like, cool. I'll be in charge of it, no problem. And then so there was already a manager in there, but they wanted me to supervise and be in charge of it, make sure things were done properly and all that. But the guy, I was told like, hey, this store is not officially, we're open, but the so-called, we're just a vendor. But the so-called store is not ready for us. So I was like, okay. Oh, come on, there you go. So-called store is not ready for us. I was like, cool. I'll make sure nothing gets written up, nothing gets charged, no ridiculous prices, everything packaged wise that we offer, and then keep it simple until they can officially open and sell stuff. Well, sell cars, because we're, like I said, I fix dents. You know that. But then I go in there and they tell me be careful with the guy, the manager, because he just does whatever he wants. I was like, define that. He doesn't pay. He doesn't listen. He runs around like a child. Okay. Keep in mind, this man's like 40, 50 something. But okay, I'll keep that in mind. And then I go there, and I see that this guy made an upcharge on something that day, and I'm like, we don't even have that section open. We can't offer that because we don't even have that ready. And they were like, I was like, I had to go find, damn it. I gotta go find what he did, what vehicle this was. So we offer, obviously, it's a car place. We offer paint. And we didn't have that section open because we don't have anybody hired. We don't have anybody hired, yeah, ready for that section. We don't even have the section ready itself. And he wrote something up to get painted. I was like, no. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Can't do that. Ran over there to go see what he charged up to see if it's correct. And he told me like, oh, they wanted an estimate on the pricing. I was like, okay. You tell him I'll write it up. I'll like send in a text to no, this is how much it's gonna cost. They just want an estimate. They're not an actual work order to approve and get it painted and all that. It's like, I'll let them know. And then I look at the work order or the thing he wrote up for inspection, and he wrote it up for like $400. And I look at the car and I was like, this is not a $400 job. I think it was like 400, 200, something like that. And I am looking at it, I'm like, this is no damn $400 job. I'm looking at it and it's like, the roof needs to get painted. The roof rails need to get painted. The hood needs to get painted. The fenders need to get painted. And you put this up for like 300, 400, I think it was. I want to say it was like 300. I looked at him like, no. This is at least like, I think I told them like $1,000 job. Oh. I think it was like $1,000 job, and I was like, no way. I'm not okay with that. I deleted it, and I had to take his phone away and chase him down because he was running around writing things up like, oh yeah, write this one up, let me write that one up, and he just kept writing things up, and I was like, stop it, you're misplacing them. I took his phone away because we usually do the inspections on the work phone and all that. I'm like, no, taking yours away. And I felt bad because none of the people respected him at the work job site, and people want him gone. I was like, okay, we had to get rid of him because we got too many complaints from him and all that. And then he was messing our operation. He was like constantly just like talking about things we never done. And then I think we messed up that card that was supposed to that we wrote up because the manager we put in charge of that location, I think his name was, I don't remember his name. I'm not gonna say his name. But he offered, because they didn't want to pay that much for the paint work. He offered them like, hey, we can do this for less of a price if you let us do it with wipe on clear coat. It would save you a lot of money. And the guy was like, do it, let's do it. We keep in mind we used the wipe on clear coat for like what, headlights. I think we used it for headlights, restoring headlights and all that. And the guy, we did it on the car. They messed up the car because they didn't use the right applicator pad for it. They like used a sponge, an orange sponge, and it left streak like the marks of the sponge on it. And then like it looked like kind of like hazy and weird, and they messed up the car. And then the guy who he's usually really good with this stuff, with these chemicals, he came by to see if we can fix it, and he was like, no, you guys fucked it, this ain't good. I was like, damn it. So I know we messed that car up. The other one I had to fix. So we had this lady, she was there to help us out. We had to move her because we got a complaint from her because she was stealing out of a car. And they were like, hey, I'm missing my glasses. And keep in mind, the other store we had was a very luxury store. It was like a Mercedes store. So she didn't steal from no soccer mom. She took out some expensive glasses from there, and then she was banned off the lot. So I was like, okay, cool. It was not cool, but they moved it to my store. I was like, okay, and like I'm fine with that. And we put her in charge of helping out with the washes and all that. And then a Dodge Challenger Scat Pack came by, and they told us like, hey, we want this car detailed as soon as possible, as good as possible, because it's gonna be a demo unit for everyone, for like I think this one guy coming by. And then they wanted they wanted it done that day. And I was like, cool, cool, cool. I gave it to one of my guys. I was like, you detail it now. And this is like, at the time, I think the dealership's most expensive car on the lot. So I was like, okay, be careful with it. And then the lady was like helping and all that. I guess she noticed. So we use steel wool for windows and to help with getting rid of whatever crap is on it. And if sometimes it could help with like with watermarks. But in this case, we were I guess she noticed it, that some watermarks on the body of the car, and started wiping it with the spray wax. I didn't see it because I turned around to go do something else. Like, okay, I gotta do this. And then I turned back around. I seen her using it. I was like, no, 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 no. And then I wiped it dry to show her. And it was a bunch of scratch marks. And I was like, no, 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 no. It's super fine steel wool, so that's why we were using it on the windows, because it was okay. But she messed up the car by using steel wool, and it sucked. It just sucked. And I was like, so the people, we have someone that's in charge of these type of things like scratches and all that, and I asked her, hey, can you fix this, please? And she couldn't fix it. She was like, you can still see it. God dang it, how do you put this down? That's not what I meant to press. Oh, there you go. I was pressing it and it wasn't working. But we had someone specializing in these type of scratches. She's like, I can't get it out. And I was like, oh no, no, no. I called the other guy. He's been doing it for like a while now, years. Oh, hello. And I asked him, like, hypothetical. What if and like someone were to use steel wool on a body of the car and it causes scratches? How do you remove those? He immediately, he was like, what kind of, like, oh, who's the idiot that did it? And it was like one of our employees. He's like, well, you're gonna have to wet sand and buff it. And I was like, cool. Grab whatever sandpaper we had over there, wet sanded it, buffed it. I was like, cool, can't see it no more. And then we gave it to them, and it was like, cool. Oh, thank you. Saving. Thanks, game. And we were able to save the car, but that was one of the most like head in my hand type moments where I'm like, why do I have to deal with this? And it was frustrating. I would admit that it was frustrating and stressful, because it was like, I gotta make sure this car comes out good. Because if they say like, hey, we gave it to you guys fucked it up, and it's a more expensive car in the lot, and we were going to use it as a demo, and it's like, great, it's on me now because I was in charge here. And it just sucked. It sucked in general, because it's like I didn't want to be in charge, but they left me in charge. They wanted me in charge because I opened one of our stores, and I'm not gonna say because we only opened one store there, and they probably know. And we opened there, and I got stuck there for like months and months, and the employees there we hired were such good employees. Like, they're hard workers. Some of them are day one employees that have been there ever since. Painter, window tint guy, detailer, and all that. And like, cool. And I was left in charge of that store, and that store's been doing great. And then they're like, we like what you did. Now do that for everywhere. And I liked it. Them like, I just got lucky. We just found good workers here, and I wasn't even in charge of this location. I was in charge afterwards. The original guy who wanted to be in charge of it doesn't even want to take responsibility of the store. Well, he wanted to take credit, but then he was fighting to be in charge of it with another guy, and I'm like, ugh, God, children. We're dealing with children here, and it just sucked. Bigger show, bigger show, bigger show, and it just sucked in general because I'm like, why do we like it? It sucks because in this type of career path, there's so much drama, and I'm like, stop with the stupid drama. It just sucks. You're making it miserable for me. And hello. Didn't I find the other one? Down? Okay, let's go down. Down, 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 down. Oh, I gotta go. Gotta go. There you go. The whole traveling thing drained me. I was like so tired. I didn't take vacation. I couldn't take vacation because I was like at the negatives or something like that. Something happened where they took so much vacation time away from me, and I asked them to fix it, and they ignored it. And I was like, great. Like I'm left here stuck with no proper vacation time, no nothing. And I hated it. And I had to work Saturdays and Sundays, so I didn't even get 2 days off. And then, just this type of career, I would say, like in the car business, so there is a lot of drama because there's gonna be other people trying to put like other people down, just like because it's what they want, and it's like it means it would boost their career path. And they're like, I'm willing to do it. And I'm like, great. I gotta deal with you guys because a lot of this type of job will come with baggage. People find out you're doing better than they're like, this guy's shit. And then me do it. So all the people that talk their shit and then like I know everything and all that. And then they're like, I run it to the ground. You set me up for failure. Like, no, you say you can do it. The other time, no, this one moment they sent me up for failure. I will admit that because they're like, you can go fuck yourself. And I don't care if she, yes, it's a she. I don't care if she finds this out and fires me. But CC, come on. Oh, oh, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't care if she finds out about this, but she does. Fuck you. What she literally did. Let me upgrade my battery too. Got enough money. So I was in charge of running this store because they're like, it's an emergency. We have nobody in charge of. I guess these. Oh, I gotta sneeze. But yeah, they were like, we have nobody in charge over there. We want you to run it. I was like, okay, I can do that. Even though they like they were like told me before that we want you to run the Chicago store. I'm from Chicago, by the way, so I'm not gonna fret about that. Like, we want you in the Chicago store. It was like, cool. We want you to run it. I was trying to do a good job. It's just that the people who I had were terrible. Because every time I couldn't leave them alone for 5 seconds. I had to go make sure to get equipment to make sure the store is good. shelves and all that, make it organized, make it clean. And then every time I left, they were sitting in the office. And then every time I went to go make sure I go do things, like I gotta go wipe down the showroom because nobody wants to do it. And then they're like sitting in the office, and I'm like, hey, get your asses out of the office and do work. I mean, like they'll go do their cars and all that, and then they go back into the office. And then what even sucked even more is that I told them like I can't afford to be staying late. I live an hour away, man. And I told them like, so one of you guys is gonna have to come in at this time and close, because by the time they leave, there's nobody at the store for like a good, what is it, good, like a good 2 hours, because they come in like super early for some reason and leave it at 7. I just healed, but whatever. And they're like, "Well, we ride together." Okay, ride together here at 8. One person can open, and they didn't like it. They kept on coming in at whatever time. And I was like, "You guys are just idiots," and I did everything mostly. And then they were like, my boss contacted me and was like, "We forget that store. And like we want you to go to Colorado to go run that other store." Oh shit. I'm gonna bleep that out. I didn't mean to tell you what store it was because I can't say because we have one store there and I don't want them to figure out like, oh, it's that guy. It's him. So no. So at so-called store. And up, let's just say I went there to do that job they told me to do, run it, make sure it's green well, and they're like, hey, one store is closing because they want to switch vendors. Like, just make sure you gather equipment and all that and leave. I was like, okay. And I was like, this person's gonna be in charge of the store since their day one. And then they were like, okay, what about the employees? And I was like, we can move them to the other stores because the other stores are behind. And we only have 2 people running one store and they're not supposed to. Because they're so super busy dealing with customers and the personal details. And not personal details, the store's details. And they told me, no, we can't do that. We don't have enough money. And I was like, well, I want to keep them because we're so behind. And she told me, hey, we want you to keep one, fire 2. There's only 3 employees. And I was like, I don't want to. They're good use, but okay, I'll do that. And I did that, but I didn't put in the termination paperwork in. And then all of a sudden I leave because they need me in St. Louis. And I was like, cool, I'll go do that. And then all of a sudden I get a phone call like, hey, nobody show up to work on Saturday. And I was like, that's why, because I told you the other 2 guys are not scheduled for Saturdays due to because they don't. We're trying to keep a I keep getting distracted. We're scheduled to keep a certain schedule of 40 hours done and like operated in the work at the shops, and they really do 40-hour days by coming in from 8 to 5 and all that, and sometimes earlier depending if it's like they're in charge of like the certain washers and all that. And she's like, so no one's there to do it. It's like, yeah, because of this. Like why doesn't he come in? Because he says he doesn't work weekends due to his schedule. What I didn't like about that guy, so the guy was like, I'm gonna report to my supervisor. Like, who's your supervisor? It's like, this person. And I'm like, you do know the person I'm responding to is higher up than that guy. You know that, right? And he was like, nope, he's my supervisor. And like, okay, now you're just gonna be an asshole about it, fine. But I'm just like, I'm just gonna roll with it. You can get in trouble. Oh wait, let me go back up. I need to get light. I can't see. What was I doing? Oh yeah, light. It's by 2. I got the mind of a goldfish. I'm racking up money real quick. Hello. But yeah, that how situation happened. I told him like, hey, I didn't fire nobody. I didn't put in no termination. Like we can bring them back and we can have them work at that store. And they're like, we didn't have the money, even though I was like, okay, just go ahead and do that. To have someone at the store. I called them and I think they couldn't do it because they're out of town. And I was like, we don't have anybody for over there for Saturday. And they're like, so we have nobody scheduled there on that today. I was like, yep. I hung up. And they're like, it's all his fault. I told him not to fire those people. That's what she said. I told him not to fire those people. And it's like, no, I have the messages here. You told me to fire them. You told me to fire them. And I didn't want to. And she got caught on the lie. And it was like, yeah, it was my idea. And I was like, you bitch. To think I was like, she was like super cool. Like, she's obviously our CCO for this company. And I was like, I know like you have a job to do, but then to put others down just to be like, no, it's not my idea. It was his idea. To do that, I'm like, I lost all fucking respect for you. I lost respect for them like in general because we labor and then they come in and they go, big opening, and then all of a sudden they're like we come in, we sign the contracts, we look nice, we represent the company, and then they like, and we tell them like, we need help opening, like we need someone who knows the company inside out, and all that, just to be like help set up. And they're like, yeah, we'll help you, and then they leave. They're like, bye, I gotta go be with my family. It's like, what about us? We want to be with our families. Like literally, like I sacrificed months on end because couldn't go home to run stores, and I was like, it sucked, it drained me, and I was like tired. And like now I'm back to being a technician, being in my own corner, and now they tell me like, we want you to travel because you don't have a guy at this store, we don't have a guy at that store. I tell them, nope. You can go fuck yourself. That's right. That's what I want to tell them. But this sucked. That type of business they wanted to run sucks. I do know, like, I hate to say this, but I'm going to be unemployed in December due to the fact that the shop that they have here that I'm living here in Chicago, that's apparently it's closing down. And what I hate is that their mindset for it is that they don't want to pay rent. They're like, some over here. Yeah, this Chicago shop is closing, and they didn't want to tell anybody. They're like, we want to keep it a secret. And I knew about it because I'm really close with someone in corporate. They told me to keep it a secret. I couldn't tell anybody. I think I told one person, but they were fired afterwards due to the fact that we lost a lot of our work. Yeah, we lost a lot of our work and we couldn't afford to keep them on. And so it's like, okay. And then it's, I'm sorry, I'm thinking, I'm too focused on this game. I'm lost for words for this game. But yeah, they said they couldn't afford people since we lost 50% of our work due to the people like get the travel time to go do things to do cars and all that is like an hour away. We don't want that. We told them we understand. We're not gonna force your hand to be like, no, we want to stay and all that. So it's like, we terminate our relationship with them. So it's like, dang, that sucks. Um, but we had to let a lot of people go, and this is where corporate gets so money hungry and all that. They're like, what the hell? Is it that little dot? Let me get it. Uh, oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is where corporate gets money hungry, and they're like, oh, that explosion sucked. They're like, we can afford to keep people here like this, so terminate them. We want you to fire 14 people. That's what they did. They're like, fire 14 people. And we all looked at them. Or the person in charge of the shop looked at it like, we can't fire 14 people. That's basically our entire staffing here. And we were like, okay. It's like we have like 16 people on staff. I liked about it. The regional manager who was in charge of making sure details all set and ready to go told her that you think it I want you to come down here and show me how you run a detail shop with just with just 2 people. Show me and prove me wrong. And I'll be so damn surprised. But you aren't doing you're not gonna do that on how you just want to get rid of people because it puts more money in your pocket, and she didn't like that answer. And our funny thing was they went through our argument about it with corporate. They were like, hey, like, we want you to get rid of these people. Well, because he came up with a list of only a certain amount of people, and this is all I can get rid of without losing my entire staff. This is a decent amount still. It's like, what? 14? 14 people? Battery. Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to do storage, but I guess batteries are fine. I guess be down here for longer then. Ooh. Oh, gentle, 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 dungeon. Oh, is it for this? Oh, it was. Oh, okay, back to digging. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and this is how I can come there. Like talk about this, how wood they can give it up. That's all I can do. And see, this is where thing. This is where I get angry, and they start to play stupid. Corporate, it was like, you have this many painters, and we don't. I think it was like 4 painters, she said, and it's like we don't. We only have 2. And it was like, no, you have this guy, and this guy. Like that guy, this guy does light work. He doesn't do paint work. He does like the chips, and he fixes the chips and all that, and he doesn't paint them. And she was like, "George, he does paint, right?" I was like, "Yeah." It was the same thing. Said, no, it's not. Like, well, you're able to get to fix his wheels, and like, he does paint wheels, but he doesn't do body work. It's the same thing. You can have him do body work. It's like he doesn't know it. That's not the same. And I don't understand. I mean, this is where I was like, oh, now you want to go full idiot and full dumbass and be like, nah, I don't know what these are. We had these people running our company. Great. I don't care if she finds this. She can go screw herself. Fuck herself. And it was just a hassle, but everyone knew. Everyone found out that the shop was closing due to the fact that the owners of the building put an article out saying that they wanted to expand the park across the street so families can enjoy it, and people all found it and read it, and they're like, huh, I guess we're not staying here forever. I was like, yep, that's the case. Even though I knew before then, I couldn't say anything. So that's fun. But that's what I had to deal with at work. And it's not fun. I was so tired and drained, and I was like, I need a vacation. I finally was able to take a week vacation. And I did, but then I was like at an inconvenient time because I think another person went vacation, and the person in charge of it had to balance two tasks at once, and I was like, sorry, I didn't mean to, because I know the guy. He's like, I told him like I told you about it, and you're like, that sounds like a good idea. And then I found out the other guy was going on vacation. I was like, hey, you're going on vacation too? And I was like, yep. I was like the week before. I was like, oh, I guess that was a bad decision. Oh, hello. Why is it so spooky in here? I thought this was not a horror game. It was glowy rocks. But yeah, that whole thing was like, dang, I feel bad now. Oh, hot track. We unlocked the drill. We unlocked the drill. Chess. This should make my job a lot easier. Hello. Oh my goodness. Another secret area. Down with you. Another one. Gimme. How deep does this go? Am I supposed to reach the center of the earth? Oh. Boom. I want iron shovel. Nice. Then we'll get everything else. Save game. Ready. Shoot. Trying to think of any other stories that I had back when I was traveling, other than dealing with idiots and druggies. Other than like, I think one of our employees was arrested. I think it was months ago. They're not with us anymore, but they were arrested for having possession of crack coke and like a crack pipe, like some crack in his car. like searched this car and arrested him on the lot. I was like, dang. What else? I think this was the craziest stories I know so far, or that come to my mind. Other than like oh, we had to deal with a situation with a stripper. So I think the whole situation with the stripper is that I think some people were drunk and they wanted to spend some time at the club, and then they were like, they met someone and they were like, hey, let's hire you. And we hired her, and then all of a sudden, deal with a situation with she brought her bodyguard to work. She pays someone to follow her, to protect, to guard her, and all that. And I'm like, why should she come work with us then? She can afford a bodyguard. I don't think she needs to work with us. She can afford that. And I guess we had a whole situation where the dealership was complaining about it and all that. And we were like, well, or she was, oh, my light. Like, the dealership was like, or she was like, well, if he has to go, then I'm going. And we haven't seen her since. Let me go up some whatever I have charge up, heal, and go back down. Dang, this I didn't expect this game to be long. If you're still watching this, this is I think the next day, cause I was playing till like 2 in the morning. I was like tired and I was like I got work and all that. This is just a time for me just to relax, not play horror, and you guys get to hear stories from me and all that, which is interesting. Boom! I have fully upgraded everything. Get more. Oh, another room. Kind of scared. Ow. Okay, hold right there. Okay. Ooh. Hello. Oh. So I need that one to walk away from the door. I'm gonna go booking it. Or never mind. Oh. Go. Go, 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 go. Don't stop, don't stop. Go, no stop. Go, no stop. Go, no stop. Okay. Okay. It's going by the door. I need you away from there. Where is he? Go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Whew. Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, why does that have to be a horror game? It's so stressful. Give me treasure. Ah, fuck. Hello. So what the fuck did I do that for? Hmm? Hmm? What is he doing? Dispose body? Oh. Oh, it all makes sense. I fucking knew it. Makes sense. No one sells that house for $10,000. And they're like, oh, it's gold. So be rich, go be rich and all that. Like the mole people. He's a mole man. He works for the government. When starting a new game, you can now hunt achievements and display them in your garage. Okay, well, I completed the game. It took me, what, 2 days? What time is it? It's midnight. Oh, it didn't take me that long. Like 30 minutes. Alrighty. Guess that's it for today. Try to get this video as soon as possible so you guys can be entertained while I get the Poppy Playtime done. I got chapter 3 and I got Menti. I got other games on here. Unless you guys want me to finish Resident Evil 2 and Dead Space. I never finished those. But other than that, leave a like, subscribe, all that, share with your friends. We're close to 150. We gotta get to 250. The main big goal is 1,000. And I hope I made your day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy birthday if it's your birthday and all that. And what else? If you're having a bad day, I hope I made your day better by telling you all these weird stories and all that. If I get today, I think it was just chill, telling you stories about what I experienced and all that. Hopefully, I can do this again, so where I can tell you more about me, and you guys get to know me, and we can all be able to have a trust in this community and all that. But thank you all for everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.